everybody, it's Jen. Welcome to Fitness Challenge. Let me just make sure we're live and we can get going. So this is my first full official class post hand surgery, so I will be kind of modifying things as I need to, but by all means do not feel like you need to match me in any way, shape, or form, because you're not going to get out of what you need. Okay, all right, we're good to go. Okay, so what we have today is we have 9 exercises. We have 50 seconds on, we have 10 seconds off, 3 rounds. So what you're going to need is we have bicep curls to shoulder press is exercise 1. And then we have a reverse lunge with a leg lift for exercise 2 and 3, so side A and B. Then we have a Sumo squat with a calf raise and a side lunge with the windmill, right and left, bridges with a lateral leg, and then lateral raises. So you're going to need weights that you can do things like that with. I am going to use my itty bitty hand weights and put them on my wrists and just kind of stick with those for my weights today, just because that's all I can really do. But I highly suggest that you do something, whether it's cans, water, one single weight, double weights, leg weights, ankle weights, anything like that. It just makes it a little bit more challenging, and if you just can't do it for whatever reason, do things a little bit faster, because that's going to help with the intensity aspect of it as well. So there's only 10 seconds in between each exercise, which is not a ton of time, but it should give you enough time to do what you need to do. So have your weights available to you. I'm just going to leave these on the whole time. You could definitely put your weights up and down, no worries. So let's just do a couple just little like lunges and squats and things like that to get ourselves started. And we're good to go, okay? And I don't have a Band-Aid on my hand, so I hope it doesn't show up on camera. I'm trying to give it a little bit of air, but don't look, blur it out. Okay, so let's just start with some little reverse lunges. Nice and easy, and you can always, if we're doing this reverse, a lot of our things today have extra secondary bits to them, so you can always take those secondary bits out. So let's switch it out to the other side. So when we're doing our reverse lunges with our leg lift, if you want to do just the leg lift or just the lunges, that's totally fine. All right, let's just do a couple little leg lifts. Let's do a couple on one side, and the other side. And let's do some side lunges on one side. And the other side. And let's do some windmills. So one arm's up, and we're going to come down and up. So we're doing this, you're trying to make sure that our body is as much as it can be between the pane of glass. Your hips aren't pushing back too much. Other side. And let's come up and just bring those arms up and back down, and then curl up and back down. Up and down, up and down. 2 more. Up and down, up and down, up, down, up, and down. Okay, so we're going through all 9 with about a minute rest, and then go through all 9 again. And if you want to do this for another round, just push play again, and you'll be good to go. So our first 2, we have our bicep curls to shoulder presses, and those reverse lunges with a leg lift. So all on one side, and then all on the other. All right, so are we good to go? Hopefully. All right, let me push the start. We have our water, we have our space. All right, and yeah, feel free to go faster. Don't have to worry about me and my speed. All right, let's go up. Let me turn that up a little bit more. All right. And if you're worried about balance, you could 100% sit on this one or kneel on this one. release. So reverse lunges with a leg lift. So I'm lifting that leg and up to the front because I'm going to do some lateral legs later. So that's what I'm going to do. You can change it up if you want, of course. And if you have your weights, you're going to hold them down by your side, in front, at your shoulders, anything like that. So I think my next progression for when I'm able to grasp things grasp things at all at this point, I would pick them up and put them on my shoulders so the weight is on my shoulders and now my hands are just kind of helping stabilize. That's the next progression. I'm not there yet. So next week there will be a video, but it will be one from before. There will not be a live class because of the Thanksgiving holiday, but maybe the week after that things will be looking a little bit better. But I've taken so much recovery from exercise that anything gets me going. Whew. All right, other side. Trying to do what I can, but recovery is important too. All right, so same thing, other side. And obviously, if you have weight, you may be going a lot slower. If you have no weight, you can be going faster. You can hold on for balance as needed. All right, so then we have those sumo squats with calf raises. So sumo squat, weight in the middle if you so desire, and then come up on your toes. So let's go down, up. Whew. Ten more seconds. And then we have those side lunges with those arm windmills on the right and the left side. All right, shaking it out, grabbing water, obviously, as often as you need to. A more formal water break at the end, but take it when you need it. All right, so we're lunge, up, windmill, and if there's a different type of variation you want to do where you're combining them differently, do it. And with this one, I would definitely, if you're going to have a weight, have it in this hand here, the lower hand, because if you have a heavier weight in the hand that's above your head, it's going to get real tired really fast. I'm going to finish this one and then go to the other side. All right. All right, we're down on the ground next. We have single leg bridges with a lateral leg. So what that just means is when that leg is up in the air, then it comes out and then back in. All right, so lift the leg, out, in, and down. And your arms could be wherever they need to be for support. And if you decide that you would like a weight here, it would be on your lower torso, kind of belly button and below. Ooh. And release, and then the other side. Up, out, in, and then either tapping all the way down on purpose, or if you want to keep that time under tension, you can come down most of the way. Trying to keep the movement as much in that straight leg as possible versus moving with the bent leg. So I can come up and I can do that, and that's kind of not really what I want to do. I want to lift that hip up and then kind of challenge my center of gravity. All right, and then I'm just going to kneel, and we have our lateral raises. So we're going to do a lateral raise and then a lateral pulse. So we can kind of do pushing things together. So I'm going to come up, pulse, pulse, and down. If you want to take the pulse out, by all means, you're going to want to use lighter weights here. And if that weight gets too heavy, you can either do one arm at a time or bend those elbows. So after this, we get a minute break. So walking around, grabbing water, making any adjustments that you need to do for your weight for the second round. And then when you feel good and ready to go, then coming on back, moving around, jumping jacks, burpees, walking in place, if you feel like you don't need that full minute. Sometimes I get the, and recover, the, I don't want breaks, Jen, I need to get that workout in, we only got a little bit of time. And I get that. But you also need to factor in the fact that some people are coming back from something, maybe need a little bit more of a break, so we're adding that break in, but you can reduce it if you want to. All right, so we're doing that same thing again. You know what's going on this time. Kind of almost want to put ankle weights on, but I know if I do, those bridges are going to be a little too much for me. And all I got is 10-pound ankle weights and these little ones. So no in between. So I think I'm just gonna. Plus we have 20 seconds, so we're just gonna go into round two, easy peasy. We have those bicep curls with those shoulder presses. 2, 1, let's go. You can also always do things like adding in balance. I've been doing a lot of Bosu ball work this week because I can't have the weight working a lot on my stability. So maybe I'll just kind of do it on one leg and then making sure that I'm switching. I really thought I'd be a lot further along in my healing process at 2 weeks. and release. But I'm happy today that I was able to put my hair in a ponytail. That's progress, and I was able to almost tie my shoes as tight as I want them to be. So progress for both of those things. All right, reverse lunge with leg lifts. But no way in holy heck am I holding a weight yet. So maybe another 2 weeks for that. And it gets me out of doing dishes for Thanksgiving for sure. Because I cannot have my hand in dirty water. I mean, I guess I could wear a glove, but there's other people who do it, and I can kind of go, oh, I can't, I'm sorry. I'm playing that sucker up. A couple more seconds left on this side. Whew. And release. Round 2 is definitely kicking my butt, I'll say that much. All right, other side. Ten seconds. Whew. All right, sumo squats, calf raises. Thirteen seconds here. We have those side lunges with those arm windmills. Side A. You can leave that arm up the whole time if you'd like. 50 seconds is a little bit of time to have that arm in the air, but if you're up for it, go for it. Or hold it up as long as you're able to, and then try to match as best you can on the other side. Other way. Whew. I got 5 more minutes of work. Five seconds. All right, bridges. Lift up, out, in, and down as far as you want. All right, one more time on the other side. This is exercise 8 of 9. All right, let's lift up, out, in, and down. 10 seconds. And down. All right, last thing, we have those lateral raises. So it's out to the side, couple pulses, and back down. Whew. Pulse, pulse, down. There's also a thing called partials with lateral raises. It means you just pulse right here in that kind of like bottom third. You can also do that. Those really, especially when you do them with the full laterals, whew, burn out those shoulders. 10 seconds left. Let's just do those little lateral, those partials for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, and break. All right, take a minute. Let me pause this. Let's breathe. Grab some water. Take your weights, put them off to the side, nice and safely. And let's cool it down. These half-hour / 20-minute workouts are great to, and on the end of a busy week or weekend, get it in when you have the time. If you want to add them on to other workouts that you're already doing, double them up. They can be as intense or as chill as you want them to be. All right, so I'm going to come down to the ground. I'm actually going to grab my block. Have you go onto your hands. I'm going to go onto my forearms. And we're just going to stretch that inner leg a little bit. So you can slide yourself forward or back as much or as little as you need to feel a good stretch. All right, let's do that same thing on the other side. And release into your stretch. sit back on your heels. And let's lift one arm up and over. Really open up and kind of look up through your armpit. And the other side, up and through that armpit. And release, and let's just do a twist. And a twist. Come back through center, give yourself a hug, and then lift those elbows up high. And then other side on top. Release. All right, let's have one knee forward and let's just lean it in. Nice hip flexor stretch. And then just on out. And release. Let's stand on up. Let's hug or grab your opposite elbow, either way. But lean it on forward. Keep it straight back, and then just kind of swing back and forth, letting that head relax. And then come to stillness. I want you to straighten one leg and bend the other knee. So you're feeling a stretch on the hamstring of the straight leg. And then release to the other side. Straighten both legs, roll it on up. Roll those shoulders back and down. Let's turn our head to one side. Come back through center. And turn our head to the other side. And back through center. All right, that is it. Have a great weekend. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving week, and I will be back live again a week from today, or 2 weeks from today, after Thanksgiving.